there were 60,000 tickets printed. And since my dad was an accountant, he didn't want to be, if he got audited by the IRS, it was his habit to always keep the unsold tickets so that he could say, hey, I don't, they're like, where's the cash from all these tickets? It's like, well, I don't have cash for these because I didn't sell them.
Yeah.
There were about 12,500 seats that he couldn't sell out of the 60. So there were about 48,000 people there. 48,000 tickets that he sold. What did he do with the other 12? Well, since he was an accountant, he put them somewhere safe in case he got audited. But he put them somewhere really safe. We had a huge house in Needham, and he put them in the back of our attic, and completely forgot about it. So in 1984, we're moving out of our house, and I was in Los Angeles with going to UCLA. My dad was operating a theater out there in Santa Monica. We go out to dinner. He goes, the nanny is still there. She's cleaning out the house, getting ready to move, and she finds this shoebox full of Beatles tickets. So she calls up my dad. She goes, I got this box of old tickets. What should I do with it? And my dad's like, throw it out. She goes, well, it's the Beatles. My dad's like, oh, it's the Beatles? Oh, don't throw it out.
Maybe we should hold on to them.
So we tried to figure out a way to sell them. And my dad and I, we went to a Beatles convention. We tried selling them ourselves. We couldn't really sell it. And then I got into law school at BU. So I went back from California to Boston. I got loans. My dad's got no money to give me. Now, because there was never any concert before at Suffolk Downs, when my dad had the tickets printed, there were different sections. And so for these different sections, they would print different colors. And because the sections were limited, they would be just a few colors, a few tickets for certain sections. So certain sections were like the grandstands were white, and there were lots of those, lots and lots of those. But other sections, like the press box, there were rare tickets. So there were 9 different colors in the set, and some were rarer than others. And so I got a bunch of tickets together, and I sold them to a guy in California. I sold him, I think, 10,000 tickets. He gave me like 40 grand. I paid my first year's law school tuition with that.
That is beautiful.
So, it was cool. I mean, I had no use. I mean, they're just tickets, but they're all over the world now. You can look on eBay. They go for $100 each, or up to, $300-400 for some of the more rare colors. A whole set of the 9. There was only 12 full sets of the whole 9 tickets. This would go for about $1,500.
Oh, that's great.
They're on the internet. You can find them. And then my dad signed a certificate of authenticity that he would use, that he gave out, and so that would go. And he told the story about how he had all the 60,000 tickets printed and found them in the attic and all of that. So his certificate of authenticity is on the internet too. In 1966, that was really a time in this country and in the social progression of this country, where that was like, okay, so there was before the Beatles and then after the Beatles. They made $200,000 cash, and they split. And my dad bought his house in Needham on the Needham-Dover line with cash from that. And Allie Reisman is a gymnast. I don't know if you've heard of her. She lives there now. Probably the strongest woman in the whole world. Just incredible. I hear she's a nice person. So she lives there. It's a huge house, 20 rooms, swimming pool, tennis court. And before her was Adam Vinatieri, who's a kicker for the Patriots.
Yeah.
And when he kicked the winning field goal where the Patriots won the Super Bowl, he was living in my house. But whatever Adam Vinatieri was doing there, if he had Patriots over, or if Allie Reisman has any of her celebrity friends over, they couldn't hold a candle to what we had going on there, because the stars, because the entertainers would come over our house for after parties. After they do their show, they come over.
That's so cool.
And I mean, not the Beatles and not the Stones, but all the soul acts, like the Four Tops, and I remember the Supremes. Diana Ross was just the nicest. She was so sweet, and she loved my mother and my father. They got along very well, and she played. The Supremes played a couple times. So anyway, they bought the house in Needham with the cash
And the Beatles.
from the Beatles show. So after that, they said, "Hey, rock and roll is the way to go." So after that is when they started their next kind of foray at the Carousel. They went away from doing all the, like, so much the B grade entertainers. Now we're going to do rock and roll.